Started. Here we are. Hi guys. So we are going to be hi William. Hello, hello. Hi Marmar. When am I doing Sagittarius? I think how I'm gonna do it is today is a Libra. Is it a new moon or full moon? So I want to start off with Libra today, since their sign is kind of about to wrap up for the season. So I wanted to start with the air signs tonight, and then I'm gonna do water because they were last, then fire, then earth because earth went first. So I think that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm doing good. I'm surprised I have so much energy still with my day. Like it's been good. I'm chilling. I took a bath. That's probably why. I love baths. Love a good bath. So, not the only one who got a bath. So did my puppy. So, we're both chilling and we are about to get it. We're gonna about to get started. Just keep booping the screen and sending the likes that way so the right people get notified. I know we just got started, so. Oh, hi Harold. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, hello. We are just getting started. So I'm just letting everyone fill in to the chat, to the room as we get started. Oh, today is your brother's birthday. Oh, the big 3-0. He's the big 3-0. That's cool. All right, so we're going to get started with Libra. This is going to be what's going in your favor. Okay, these are going to be I don't know, I just wanna keep it light today. I don't want it to always be about love. I honestly love doing more about people independently about themselves, but I know that people come for the love. Oh, hi, Marlene. It's nice to see you. How are you? Thank you. So, hi, Marilyn. Hi. So we're gonna start off with Libra today. We're gonna do Libra. I'm sorry, we're gonna do air, water, earth. I mean, sorry. Air, water, fire, earth. That's the lineup. Air, water, fire, earth. Someone could put that in the chat for me. Yeah, everything's going well. Thank you. All right. That's what we're going to be doing today. Hold on 1 second. I'm just changing the music. We're about to get started. Ooh, Tame Impala's got a new album. I got to check that out. What? Okay, someone's screaming for their life outside. Cool. All right, here we go. Oh, you can see him just chilling? Yeah. All right. So we are going to start with Libra. I see Gemini. So we can do Libra, Gemini, Aquarius tonight. No problem. So let's get started with Libra. What do we have going on for Libra? What's going in their favor right now? Aquarius. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Marlene. Let me pin that real quick. Appreciate that. All right. So you might be spending some time alone in isolation, needing to do your own thing right now, but it shows confidence, okay, to me. It does show confidence in that you're fine being on your own right now. It's almost like sometimes when you're isolated, you come back stronger. And Yeah, I'm hearing I don't mind it. You're having a time where you're like, "What is mine and what is others?" You know? And I think you really need to kind of, at this moment, push other people away, and even in the moment you don't want to, in the end, it forms and shapes and molds you to who you are, regardless of what others say, okay? What else is going in Libra? So you're gonna so the independence, if you've been wondering or you've already been doing this, it's actually building your character up more. What you stand for, what you don't. You're really leaving something behind in your life, Libra. Okay, I'm done. I'm leaving something behind. And you are going to walk into luck, or you're going to walk into something naturally that is good for you because you let the most toxic thing, or you left parts of yourself behind, you left the ego out the door, and so you walk into just blessings, okay? Like, seriously, you're just gonna walk into good things coming into your life easier. So if you've been feeling like it's been hard, it's gonna get easier, Libra. It's gonna get easier. I'm hearing that song. Hey now, don't dream it's over. That's what it's giving. Don't dream it's over, Libra. All right. Let's see what else we got here for my Libras. What do we have going on? Oh, wow. You're actually walking. I'm hearing one door opens and another one door closes and another one opens. Okay. So you're actually meeting or coming into connecting with someone soon after a time of maybe being bored or disinterested. You could still be feeling this. Thank you, Marmar. I appreciate you. You could still be feeling this, Libra. Okay. Some of you might still be feeling this feeling of, I don't really want to be around people, or feeling bored, but don't miss an opportunity here because there's always one cup. And the issue is that sometimes we'll be looking straight ahead at what was here and not being seeing what is being offered. And there is an offering coming to you out of chance. You might be still upset with someone or something as well, okay? So that could be something here, but it's okay because it's like I said, this is coming out of the lessons you've learned, okay? Because you've learned some. You won't see this coming, and I think the person you're meeting is very straightforward, but it's something you respect and admire. Like, this person's not a very lovey-dovey, like, emotional individual here. No, 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 no. They could have some troubles expressing their vulnerability. Okay, Libra, which is why someone may has not been coming to you, is because they have a hard time expressing their vulnerability to you. What else here for my Libras? If you guys are just coming in the chat for the first time, say hello. Maybe you're needing to spend a little bit more time out in nature or out of your phone, spending more time away from the phone, outside of the phone. Okay, that's what this is giving here. You are moving out of being on your phone so much. You also may be being very direct with people, giving very direct messages, being very clear, not kind of being saying it the nice way. I don't need to say it the nice way. I don't need to do things nicely. But sometimes you feel trapped in old cycles that you've been in. So there has been times here where you feel like media or social media has kind of controlled the way that you feel or act. And sometimes you wonder, like, did I stand for what I stand for, or was I going to because I was standing for what everyone else was standing for? So again, there's a lot of self recognition here, Libra, of needing to know what is yours and what is others, and why am I standing so hard for this? Is it my place? And there's a part of you that's saying, "You know what? It's not my place. It's not my I don't want to. I wanna do something for me." And so, there's a pattern of thought that's been replaying over and over. I'm hearing over and over again. Yeah. And so there's a time to reevaluate and refresh yourself before you find new ways to move forward. So it's more about working on your inner self right now before anything else, because everything else that comes after this fact of you kind of getting out of ways that you felt confined or squeezed into a scenario, like you fit in a you're squeezing yourself into a box for identification when really we're all like you're trying to free yourself, right? When we have the desert of isolation. Hey Jess, we're doing Gemini next, so hang tight. We're doing Gemini, then Aquarius. And thank you guys so much on Tik TikTok. I appreciate you guys too. All right, so let's see what else we have going on. Final. I think there's a little part of you that's ready to move though. It's like, "No, I wanna get out of this energy. I've been hermiting for a little bit too long." But it's this hermiting creates a better life to know what you really truly want for yourself. So, it's giving here, I wanna create a life that is more me, right? Because the Empress card is a Libran card. So I want a life that is set like, it feels like it's mine and it's me. I'm not doing it for anyone else. And so, yeah, maybe there's a part of you going beyond the veil, going beyond the door. Thanks, William, for the share. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hi, Temperance. Hello. So, we are coming in here and going back into work, going back into maybe our shadow self to see, wait, why am I conforming to these patterns? Why did I put myself in this box? I want to liberate myself, right? That's a Libra. Liberation, liberty, justice for all, right? But maybe you're just hi, Rath. Hello, hello. Getting ready for work. Thank you. Thank you for showing your support. I appreciate you. And thank you, William, too. Thank you for the gift. Thank you. Thank you. You both are so sweet. So, Queen of Swords, here you are in your energy of, again, you're telling people where you're going very clearly. I'm not walking the line. Like I'm hearing, I don't walk the line. I'm going to go in my lane and I'm staying in it. And if you don't like it, get out my way. So, Libra, you're learning a different type of way of communicating with people. You're very to the point. You're exploring new ways that you want to talk to people, new ways that you don't wanna do it just to make everyone else happy. I wanna do it because I feel like doing it. Hey, Harriet, we're doing water next. So that's what I see here, you claiming your voice stronger, you being maybe you're saying to people, "I don't wanna do this anymore. I wanna do this a new way." Well, we've always done it like this. Why? Why have we always done it like this? Why do we have to do it the way it's always been? We don't have to do it the way it's always been. So you might be rising up a little bit stronger. And if people don't like it, then you're leaving. I'm walking out the door. This is a lot about leaving situations very fast that you don't feel comfortable in. Situations where you were doing it just to get along well. It's kind of giving, don't get upset. It's giving a little fake. Like I'm no longer being fake. I'm no longer doing it to keep peace. If I don't like it, I move away from it. And if you don't like that, too bad. I don't need to keep the peace. That's not my job. So I don't know, Lemur. But you find situations you want to be in. You find the right people that are meant to be in your life instead of having conform to doing the right thing and then having people who are just doing the right thing to please people instead of being authentically you and those people just match your energy. There's a difference. So Libra, you're finding that. Signs you could be dealing with Libra, and Pisces. So you may have those placements in your chart. Okay. And I also see you coming into union and celebrating with people as well. But I think you're bored about like the people that you used to spend time with. It wasn't enough for you. And um that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes people leave your life and it's it's fine. Like it doesn't have to be the saddest thing in the world. It could be sad in the moment, But I feel you just wanna find the people who are right on time, right on your path, just meet you where you are. And when they don't, I appreciate the time I had with you. And that wasn't forever, and that's okay. Some people are gonna be there forever, and some people aren't. And we can't hold resentment for the people who are meant to walk out, because you will survive, right? Alright, that was Libra. So, Libra and now Gemini. And this is what's going in your favor, right? So, Libra, what's going in your favor is your own independence. And happy birthday, Libras. Yes, you do you. All right, moving on now to Gemini. Gemini moon. All right, any Gemini placements? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Timer is starting. I got to be better about the timer. I will do conversations in the middle, and I'm fine taking breaks just during the read. I want to try and stay present. All right, so let's see what we got going on for Gemini currently. Ooh, you looking glamorous. Maybe you're getting some new clothes or you're kind of appearing in celebrity status. So if you are online, you could be getting more recognized or even at work or by relationships. It just doesn't matter. You are just shining. You are going to a red carpet event, Gemini. Oh, thanks for the boxing gloves. Thank you. You are just shining there. Um, I don't know what I was gonna say, but yeah. Your personality and behavior is projecting out onto others, and they just love seeing it you, like, glisten. You might even be your skin might be looking better, you might be feeling better. Just feel good. And maybe right now you're desiring greater attention because you've always dreamt that for yourself. Maybe for some of you Geminis, you've always wanted to be an actor or an actress, or you've always wanted to be on the main stage. Maybe that's even doing a podcast or, whatever is your thing, or maybe doing theater or opera. But you get my drift. Hi, Marius or Mary, Maris, Marissa. Let me know. Hi. So I do see that your dreams are kind of coming true here. So the inner is kind of showing the outer. There's something you have a hidden talent here that you've kept hidden and you haven't really told a lot of people. But I always say this, Geminis are a yeah, you've kept this talent in you for a very long time and it was always a dream or something you wanted to do, but maybe you were lacking that confidence to shine your light. And maybe it's not even confidence, it's just other people took your light, and so now you're shining and people see you shine, Gemini. Let's see what else we get here. Here's a good boy. Sorry, giving Paul some rubby tubbies. Use your boo. Oh, you like to draw and write. Okay. Well, you may put it out there and be very surprised on, the people that like it. I actually went to the Herschel. Wait, I'm going to botch it. There's an art museum in DC. It starts with an H. I can't pronounce it, but I went there and it has the most art, just different art, but it's beautiful. Like they had street art, they had they just had all types of things you didn't even think. Like, I like to abstract draw, kinda like what you're seeing here. I like this kinda stuff, but I don't consider myself an artist, but my mom always says I am, and I'm like, "No." Like, I can't draw a butterfly or a person. Thank you so much, Marlene, again. You put it on your platform. Okay, everyone go check Harriet out. Go check out her art. That's amazing. And so, yeah, you may be getting recognized for your art or what you do. And on also, Gemini, there's a thing here is it's been hard for you to get to this because you haven't valued your own talents even though you're so talented. I have a I know a Gemini in my life, and he is extremely talented. He can fix anything in the house, but he's also an amazing baker. He's amazing at cooking food. He knows about cars. Like he's a Gemini, and he knows ab- about everything in this world. It is just it's true talent. He's good at so many things, right? They say the Geminis are a jack of all trades. And you might have had a lot of responsibility on your plate because you usually take like Geminis actually, they don't say this because Geminis I don't feel like are the kind to like be to brag and be like, I'm doing this and I'm doing no, they're not. They just move on and they never really talk about it. They care more about like what other people are going through so that they don't have to talk about them. But they go through a lot and you would never know because they're just not the sign to complain. They just don't. Any Gemini I've ever met rarely complains unless someone else is like unless someone else is, maybe they'll try to relate, but I've never really met a Gemini who's just complaining just to complain. But of course we all do. But I feel here maybe you aren't valuing your talents enough. And maybe you are so good at helping others and seeing the value in others and giving them the confidence. And with you, it's like, why not me? Why not me, Gemini? So it's giving that. So you're kind of you've had a lot on your plate. After Gemini's Aquarius, guys, and then we're moving on to water. Seeing 444. You've been protected though, because when I heard this with Earl Nightingale, or was it? I think it's Earl Nightingale. Maybe I'm wrong. But when you give to others, you will naturally give that back. So don't ever think just because you weren't recognized before, now's your moment to be recognized, right? Now's the moment where your dreams and your inspirations and things you've wanted to do forever, you can finally do them. And isn't it maybe it's hurtful because it requires you to leave these burdens, right? Or needing you need to release something else out of your life and you're resistant, but all this hard work that you are going to put is going to be worth something. So keep building your dream because the small efforts that you do lead to bigger miracles and lead to, you never know how you're going to inspire someone else. Maybe someone sees your art and they get inspired and make their own art, but take you with them on the journey. You just never know how things will work out when you put out your stuff out there. And you are getting more center stage. You are getting more recognized. So Wheel of Fortune, that's what I'm saying, Gemini. It is your time to shine. It is your time to shine. This is your moment. All that hard work, all that frustration, don't even worry about it. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay, Gemini? Hi, Yaya. Hello, hello. It's coming. You might be meeting somebody new here romantically, or there's people at work seeing you and you're like employee of the month, or you're getting broadcasted out by others, or there are people who just like you and want to motivate you and want to help you. Hey, hi, beautiful. Hello, hello. Thank you. You just see the vision. You see the vision. And because you can see the vision so clearly, you inspire others to do the same. And maybe you didn't think your value was apparent as before, but it's shining. I promise you, you are shining, and you may feel like you're not getting recognized right now, but you are very charming. Okay, you are asserting yourself in certain ways where people were like, "Wow, I didn't know Gemini could talk so well." Like maybe you have to do like a speech or a performance, and people are just inspired by what you do. I can't say it enough. So your what's going in your favor is your inspiration. And what I'm supposed to do is to tell you to present yourself more confidently because you are attracting people in. And the only thing that could hold you back is your belief that let me help someone else, let me glow someone else up, or it could even be Gemini here just not believing in your own value that you're dismissing yourself, and that means other people are dismissing you because you're giving yourself and you're going to get that back. Like wait, let me say again, what you give to yourself, you see it as a reflection in others. So when you see yourself as someone who I have great knowledge, I have great experience. It doesn't have to be your looks. It could be if you wanted to. I'm confident in myself. I'm pretty sure. But we could also do what you do for others. I know that I'm a motivator. I know that my art speaks for itself. right? It's like that. I know what I do speaks for itself. I don't even need to say it because it is, right? It speaks, I speak for myself in the way that I move, in the way that I talk, in the way that I am just standing right here. People naturally are gravitating to you. Okay. So believe in that, Gemini, because I'm going to end it there. High Priestess, I think you know this. I think you know that it doesn't require energy, it requires non energy, which is the High Priestess. She doesn't have to do anything. People will be wondering, wow, I didn't know what Gemini, like, I didn't realize Gemini was so good, or wow, Gemini's so brilliant. Like, it's just giving that. I just met a Leo Virgo cusp at a work conference. Oh, that's really cool. I love that for you. Well, we'll see what that gives. One more before we got 20 seconds on the clock. I am going to do, I forgot to do this for Libra, my bad. But you had such a good reading, you didn't need to. But so do you, Gemini, but I forgot these. Let's do these Law of Attraction cards. I love these cards. Okay. This is a good one for you, Gemini, because this this is anyone with a Mercury ruled sign who kind of sometimes deals with this. They're gonna go third today, Jim. So we're gonna have air, water, fire, earth. All right. I'm excited to do Saggies as usual, per usual. Okay, I love this passion. I'm gonna do the last one. I'm gonna do the first last. Emotional intensity fuels creativity and purpose. Follow what sets your soul on fire and do something today that ignites your spirit and awakens your creativity. Okay, that's one. And then this. So there's a lot of pink. So maybe you want to focus on heart energy. Maybe even when you're breathing, if you're stressed for Gemini, you might want to go box breathing for 4, out, like in, like hold. And when you go down, focus on the heart center, because even if you think of the centers or the chakras, whatever you wanna call it, the heart is always 4, number 4. And so you can always think breathing up, 4, hold 4, down, exhale, 4, into the heart, into the heart, into the heart, right? So we can always go from the heart space, and that can help fuel your creativity. Inner restlessness may be disrupting your peace. Slow down and find your center, which they're saying is your passion, which is your heart center. So you can also do. I This is what I will say about Dr. Joe Dispenza. I knew him years prior and could never get into it. So that may be something if you're new to breath work or new to meditation, it might be a little bit harder. But I do recommend the energy centers. It's an hour long. I do recommend that video, Blessing the Energy Centers, and it actually will do, like, a whole energy cleanse or chakra cleanse, however you wanna call it. He know it, like, he says, he's like, "I know it's chakras, but, I just say energy center so people aren't weirded out who take words too seriously." Thank you, William, for the like, I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so we're gonna move on now to Aquarius. I'm not gonna talk about the signs because the signs don't really matter as much. It's more about what's going in your favor, not the zodiac sign, okay? So Aquarius, let's see what's going on in your favor. Aquas, if you're here, say here. Let me get a quick sip of water. I'm trying to be more cognizant of like drinking water throughout my day. Hey Jess, hey Marmar. Okay, my Aqua gang. I love when you guys say here. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what we got going on for you. What's going in Aquarius's favor? Timer. What's going in Aquarius's favor right now? Wow, so you also got this, a hidden talent coming out into the light. I love this. You also may be finding something around your house that you kind of put away. It's a very weird thing. But you might be finding something in your house that you put away, maybe it was a holiday thing or something you used to really love and you're picking back up that hobby. Okay. Thank you, Marlene. Appreciate you. Also, they always say like value isn't always apparent, right? Like it's not whether people see it or not, Aquarius, it's not for you to debate or argue. Just ignore. If people don't see it, that says nothing about you. Okay. So you might need to make some radical changes in your life so you can shine out a little bit more. Maybe the people in your life haven't supported you, and maybe you're calling it out like, you know what, that's not nice. I don't appreciate that. That is not helping me. No, thank you. Right? You're just saying, no, thank you. I don't appreciate that. You're having very little emotion at this time. Okay. It might be very hard for you to get in touch with your emotions because it's feeling like, well, Nina, it's either there's this extreme amount of emotion or there's very little to give, and I'm having a hard time finding the in between what is comfortable emotion and what is giving very little. And so right now you may not have a lot to give to people right now and you need to protect, yourself in that way because you just don't have a lot of maybe time or energy to give to others and it says nothing about them and just what you need for yourself. I feel right now you need a lot of emotional honesty and a lot of resilience to do what you're doing. And you're trying to find your purpose. And you don't have that maybe figured out just yet. You might not be figuring that out just yet. But I feel that first is the healing and then the new beginning, hermiting. You're wanting to stay to yourself. I don't have a lot to give to others right now. I don't have a lot to give, period. So when I give, but don't ask for a lot of emotion from me. Don't say, why couldn't you have been understanding about that? I mean, you're lucky I came outside today. You're lucky I put a shirt like you're lucky I put on a shirt and some nice jeans. Okay. That was me trying today. So, you might need to practice your small wins as you're hermiting, as you're needing this time alone, as you're needing solace. It's okay. And maybe sometimes you feel bad because you're needing that guidance. You're needing that introspection to find your light. And that's why I said from the beginning, sometimes value isn't apparent. And sometimes we don't have a lot to give because we're trying to find something inside. So we have to go back in. So maybe you're needing to do more work. Yeah, hey, I see this. I want to work on myself more. And maybe you're finding a new positive attitude because I need to be happier because the emotions I've been having don't reflect what I want to feel. So if I don't like what's being reflected or what I feel, then let me go back in. Let me go back in and do the work. So you're hermiting. Hermiting. They're like, Nina, that's me 24/7. Yeah, but the purpose is from you're going to come out lighter. I honestly feel by the end of the year, Christmas to January, you will be singing a very, very different tune. And this year has not been easy for any Aquarius. And they said, oh, it's going to be Aquarian's year. It's going to be Aquarian's year. But what they didn't mean is that, no, this is going to be a year of hard work. This is a year of going back to school. And I mean, like, just taking everything out and being like, "Okay, this is a lot of" when I mean work, this is a lot of inner soul work because in the next year to 2 years, you're gonna look back and be like, "I needed to go through that. There's no way I couldn't have gone through that and been where I am today without that." Because it's perception and it's inner healing, and that kind of work only happens through really harsh wounds. It doesn't come from a light and airy day, from dark to light to dark. Okay. So in the shadows, in what we don't see, comes out light of wait, I didn't see this. Wait, I didn't do that. And they make it seem like when you're an adult that just all stops. No, it never stops. There's always something new to learn. Not every lesson has to be tough, but there's always lessons. Two of Cups. From dark to light, ba-boom, connection, bonds. You're gonna be finding the right people, Aquarius. And for a while, you've actually almost left a lot of people behind, but you're coming into union with someone and just new connections. This is new connections coming into your life. And you'll still have to balance. You're gonna have to balance this new part of yourself in relationships because you're not who you used to be in relationships. Thanks, Harriet. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Pisces gone? No, Pisces has not. We haven't done water yet. So you're gonna have to juggle responsibilities. Two. That's a that's a change. That's a change happening for you. And you're gonna have to balance the changes coming, but that's in favor for you to show what you can do in new ways that you've learned. So that's really what's happening here is that you're gonna show new ways that you've learned. You're gonna have to play the field a little bit, make your choices. What do I want? What do I don't want? Right? I don't like this, but I want this. I recognize this, but I don't want that. It doesn't mean you don't and don't be hard on yourself that you're failing as you're learning because you're not failing. I have makeup on, so I don't know where's this like, "You have no makeup." I have makeup, so I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, "You have no makeup on." No, I do. I mean, it doesn't show on camera. I don't know why, but I do. Knight of Cups, more emotionally open. I feel that your intuition is more alert than ever, and you know what's you're gonna have to know what's for you and not, and you're gonna have to trust yourself and not look for and people will be like, "Why?" And you're not gonna explain yourself anymore. You're just gonna move away in silence. I feel like that's kinda your new gig is moving forward in silence and not really explaining yourself here with the Knight of Cups. Uh, nah. You're gonna be more passionate as well, so if you have no energy right now, there will be more passion in your life. I feel like it's gonna get to a point where you were so bored at one time, and you're stepping into this energy right here, you're gonna be like, "I want my alone time, but I also wanna be open emotionally to people. I don't wanna close myself off," and at one point, you were like, "I'm so bored. I'm so over this." You're gonna have so many invitations out. You're gonna be like, "I don't know if I would even want this." You're meeting someone very sensitive. Cancer, Pisces, Virgo, which kind of all are kinda sensitive people, which is great. I love sensitive people because they're usually sometimes the most respectful people. So, hey, at least if they're sensitive, at least they're respectful and mindful. You don't understand no makeup readings. Oh, what does it mean, F? Tell me. I'm not sure. So it doesn't mean that you don't wear makeup? Okay, well, what does it mean? I don't know what it means. What do I mean? What do I mean? Tell me. I don't know. You also maybe more warm to people, more inviting to people than ever, and you're coming off very gentle to people, and they're like, "Whoa, Aquarius is not who I like." They were brash. They would just say things. Now you're a little bit more mindful of how people feel. It's almost like you can pick up on feelings. Could be an empath here, but you don't show that side of yourself, even if you felt it before. Coming from this to this is quite different. Okay. Coming from this is quite different. I'm gonna give you a couple more. This also could be someone you're meeting is the Queen of Cups and you're the Knight of Cups, okay? And you could be mirroring someone else's energy and wanting to be more compassionate, wanting to be more warm because I feel more warm, I feel more like I feel more sensitive to people more than ever after going through all this shadow, and wanting to be with people and push them into the light. Oh, it just depends. It just depends on the day. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Thank you, F, for explaining that to me. So, yeah, more open, more inviting, and let's pull one of these. All right. Stagnation or overthinking may be slowing your creation. Take inspired action now. So it might be saying you're not ready yet, you're not ready yet, you're not ready yet, and you are ready. And you've maybe been hermiting for too long. And it's just be a little bit more open. Give a little bit. And you're like, I don't have a little bit to give Nina, which is fine if you don't. But spirit saying, or the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, is saying take the inspired action now, even if it's just a little bit. Be a little bit more open to connections because people are actually very open to you and find you to be very warm and inviting at this time, and maybe you just need somebody to tell you that to give you a little bit more confidence to open the blinds a little bit more, okay? Now we also have nostalgia coming here. Memories shape emotions. Reflecting on the past can bring comfort or lessons. Honor past experiences, but stay present. Find joy in old memories without getting stuck in the narrative of them. So, can I do a love reading tomorrow? I did a love reading last night, so I don't want to do it tonight. Oh, thank you, F. That's so sweet. And thank you, Marlene. I could try, but thank you. Yeah, honor your past because it's brought you where you are today, but don't create the narratives as we're present in these different situations and people. And some of you are saying, well, these situations and these people are the same. But okay, so did yesterday happen again today? Did 2 weeks ago happen today? No, it did not. So every day, whether it's with the same people or not, today is today and it's not tomorrow. So again, we can honor that, but stay present as much as we can and be careful of rewiring our old memories to what could happen today because it doesn't have to. All right. So that is what I have for Aquarius. Because your overthinking is might be stagnating it. Be present with loved ones today. Share a moment of genuine emotional connection. I do honestly, Aquarius, yours really looks like a love reading if I'm being honest. Like you're meeting I feel like you're meeting a water sign, or I already said the 3 signs you could be dealing with, but I think you're meeting someone who's just a new connection and it'll really help you open up. It could be a friend, it could be I mean, I'm getting a romantic connection if I'm being honest, but they really open you up quite easily. Good night, Mar. She just comes for the Aquarius. Night night. I'm done. Aquarius is here. You funny. Good night night. All right, next we are moving on to the water signs. Let me get my handy dandy notebook. Where is it? I don't even know where this is. There it is. My handy dandy notebook. All right, water. So, do we have any Pisces? Any Cancers? Oh, Cancer came first. Cancer. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Wow, we're already at 10K. That's amazing. Thank you guys. Thank you, TTs. Oh, Drea, was yours Aquarius? What is yours? Oh, Aquarius. Yeah, you came right at the end. But you can go back 29 minutes and 40 seconds. Let me take a water break here. Hold on. Blue's Clues, yeah. Dice Papacenzo. Apparo Vincenzo. Apparo Vincenzo, mamma mia. Okay. Okay, we sit down, we take a seat. Sit down, sit down, good boy, lay down. Night night. He wants to be known. Say hi. He just got a bath. That's why I was a little late. I had to like he really needed it, so he's looking a little wet. Yeah. I got Blue's Clues singing in your head. All right, lay down. He didn't see me all day today, so I think he's feeling a little clingy. Vincenzo, mamma mia, Vincenzo. That's how I like to talk to him. All right, sorry. So we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Scorpio, you keep going last, my friends. Okay, so Cancer, I'm gonna mark you at 46. Let's give it 45 seconds. 45. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna change the deck here. I'm feeling it. So let's see what's going in Cancer's favor right now. Okay, you are getting random messages out of nowhere. So you guys may be clairaudient, okay? When you're clairaudient, it usually means you'll hear something, but you know it's coming from outside of you. Okay, you know it's not in your head because it's outside, like, outside your aura, okay? So you might be getting whispers from spirit, like, it's saying, "Look beyond what," and it could be people talking. Man, when that happens, it's crazy. When you start seeing everything in your life, like, you are evolving spiritually when you start to just hear what everyone says, and it's just reflecting something that you heard or did. I don't know if you wanna do this, Cancer, but I'm always down to give what I've done. I do hunches of the day, and there'll be, like, little things I see, little symbols of life or, like, words I see on cars, and I'm very open, like, signs I see, and I'll just write them down, and I call them my hunches, which I learned from, like, Florence. I think I've told you this, Florence Scovel Chevelle. She was, like, a 1930s, 1940s metaphysical, like, I just feel she doesn't get enough love for how amazing her work was. I loved it. I'm a Leo sun, Cancer rising. I love that, Vanessa. Hello, hello. We just had someone yesterday who was like, was it opposite? Were they a Leo rising and a Cancer sun? It just keeps showing up. I love it. You might be hearing it and you need to pause. So when you hear something, listen to what people are saying right now because actually spirit might be talking or I'm saying source or God or energy or universe might be okay, you need to sit over here. I love you. You gotta sit. Yep. Thank you. It's resty time. So you might be hearing things, but it may not come into fruition until December or January or February. January. So things might be getting very quiet, but you're getting a lot of clarity. Yeah, I'm hearing embrace the silence. Okay. Yes. Welcome, Vanessa. Thank you. Thank you. Capricorn sun. No, Cancer Sun, Capricorn Moon, Pisces Rising. I've told you already. I feel like you're a natural healer, or you're just here to provide a lot of service to people in this world. You're trying to not get too wild up by what you hear right now because there's a lot going on outside of us, right? And it's hard to say, "Oh, it's just us in our consciousness." And you're like, "Really?" Cuz it's pretty crazy out there, right, Cancer? So you might be feeling that way like, "Nah, this world is getting a little crazy here and I'm struggling sometimes with what I'm seeing outside and controlling my inner world." But We're gonna sit. Yup. We're gonna sit. I'm sorry, I shake. So you might be feeling like you're pulled in very different directions and you're exhausted. Okay. And you need to give yourself that grace and find ways to silence the outside world because it is going to get louder. Thank you, Marlene. I appreciate that because the outside world is going to get louder and you need to find your way of peace because cancers like some control, and when they start to see everything that they can't control outside of themselves, they can start to freak a little bit out, right? And so for you to control your inner world a little bit more, it may be not responding. You need to do something. We need to do that. And it's like, why do I have to be the one? Right? So you're going to be very reflective when you hear things. You're not going to be what's the term? You're not gonna be triggered by people or situations. You're just gonna be sitting back. And it's like you see everything going on and you're like, this has nothing to do with me. Because if I don't react or do anything, then what happens? And then there's gonna be a part of you sometimes that will want to do something. But right now, I need to find my balance between all this chaos. So that is actually working in your favor. And you're like, that's it? Yeah, that's it. Finding your peace through a lot. That's a blessing, honestly. Other people don't know how to do that right now, but you do. Yeah. Why is this hermit card coming out so much today? Hermit card. Keeping to yourself. What else is going in Cancer's favor? Very secure in who you are right now, actually. Very secure on what you're building for yourself. That's my only focus. Stashing money away, providing service to myself. Like, you may have to do that. You may be a resource for others, but it seems here like you're just not focused on what is happening outside. It's like, let me collect, let me store, let me harvest. That's kind of your energy because I can only do so much. I feel like you're still a reliable, generous person, but there's also this part of you who, you're loving, you're kind, and you're still giving in your own way, but you're not letting people emotionally affect you. And you're staying very firm in that knowing because you're developing a skill. You're developing a skill. You're not getting triggered as much. At one point you were, but you're learning that. I don't feel like you are. Yes, you're recharging yourself. Thank you for your feedback. You also are very intuitive. It's like I'm hearing the game card bullshit, like that game where you hit the where you hit the other person's hand. I don't know why that's not necessarily this card, but something about this Knight of Cups is saying I know what is BS and I know what is real. And you're helping others not live in people may be like, "Wake up, Cancer, wake up. You're so fantasizing everything and you're being, you know, you're fantasizing. You need to wake up. You need to wake up." But you're like, "No, I don't, because my world is my dream and my dreams become reality, so I can stay right in my dream. There is nothing wrong." Like you're standing very firm. Hi, Debbie. We are on Hi, F. Yes, so we are on Cancer right now. Very true. Yeah. I feel if anything, you're receiving more than you're giving at this time. I think I said that. I do feel like you are in more of a receptive mode than a giving mode. And that's because you're receptive to everything you're hearing and you're very sensitive and it's about needing to control. And that is a cancer's complex is that they do need to control in their own ways. So you're good. He's wanting to go to bed. He's like, "All right, we going to bed." No, we not going to bed. Bed is right here. I just keep getting it's okay. I think this is more of a warning here. It's okay if you're seeing more relationships moving away, okay? And that may be something here with the lovers in reverse, moving away from a lot of people that you might have used to connect to, okay? Hi, Cece. Hello, hello. Not feeling like you are like-minded and almost feeling dissed in a way, but I don't think you are. I think that maybe those things are happening because spirit is telling you, "I want you to find you through the chaos." And so if you are finding yourself Cancer. Oh, you like the marble. I've had this for years. I've had it for years, and I just started now. So, I'm glad you guys like it. Thanks, Vanessa. I feel like those people will even come back. It's just right now, maybe that's actually working in your favor. Yeah, distance. Yeah. It's gonna make you actually happier later. Like in the springtime, you're gonna be very happy. And when you see people, because you haven't seen them in a while, you're more happier when you're in their presence. So yeah, you may not be feeling like the most in the moment, like your squad or your team or your people who are normally there, maybe they're not as much, but when you see them, you get happier because you haven't seen them in a while. So I feel that you're actually going to be quite happy. And you're also learning how to stop giving and receiving more. And that also is making you much happier. You're regenerating here, and people are going to support you as you regain your strength. This is about regaining your strength, and there's people here who naturally will always protect you and stick up for you, maybe like a mother or like a friend figure who's like a mother, or colleagues who are like people who are like, "Hey, climb on my back when you're going through the stress." They're there for you, and they're going to help you regain your strength. So, even if right now they may be feeling distant, it's because spirit wants you to listen, and maybe it's, I want you to get uncomfortable, Cancer, because I want you to get uncomfortable here because I want you to be finding your own strength, but I also want you to find your support system who's really going to lift you up. All right, let's do some final messages here with this. That actually is what's going in your favor, even when it doesn't. It is. I'm telling you. So you got 3 cards here. Doubt is blocking your flow. Okay. Reaffirm your trust and release the fear of the unknown. Release the fear of the unknown and reaffirm your trust. Trying to rush the outcome may be creating tension. Loosen your grip and let life surprise you. So, I'm going to say, loving light or God, I would like you to show me in ways of how to better trust and to let life and give me a wonderful, joyous surprise. Right? And we just open that warm invitation up. And then we have devotion. Love grows through commitment and care. What sh- what you nurture will flourish. Show up fully, or can't speak. Love grows through commitment and care. What you nurture will flourish. Show up fully for something or someone you care about. Give love freely. So maybe before you didn't know how much to give. You're like, "Oh, well, they didn't give me this, so I don't want to give them that." Oh, thank you, Mary. I appreciate the heart and the awesome. Thank you. So give it because that's just who you are, not what they're gonna do. And if at the end of the day you realize this person just isn't for me, then they're not for you. and you move like we're about to move. So, move if you want it, right? Alright, that was Cancer's reading. Alright, Pisces, are you here? Pisces. Yes. Hi, we're doing fire right after water. So we have Pisces and Scorpio, and then we'll be going right into it. All right. Let's go. So, yeah, let's go back to this card. So, Pisces, let's get you at. Yes, I am. All right, Pisces. What's going in your favor? Pisces, what is going in your favor? Yes, Mary, hang tight. Being present with where you are, finding moments to just stay mindful. Maybe you're taking moments, not meditation, but you know where they say stay 5 minutes in silent? It's like maybe you're practicing more silence in your life. Wow, you both have ex Pisces. Spirit link, staying aligned with your highest dreams to find success. So you might actually be doing a lot of deep meditations here, maybe feeling very spiritually guided, spiritually in tune. You just feel very in tune. I like to say Pisces goes to Pisces world. Okay, spirit just talked to my like spirit is talking. The angels are bowling in heaven right now. That's what my grandmother used to say. The angels are. Did you hear the thunder? Let me know if you heard that. It was like, "Brrr." And now comes the rain. Okay, spirit really is speaking to Pisces. It's like, okay, listen, Pisces. I'm kidding. Nobody's like, "No, though, Nina, for real." Like, see, Pisces is like one of those signs where they will actually take a sign and be like, "No, that really meant something," whereas other people will just ignore them. Pisces is aware. Honest echoes. What the hell, Pisces? Your reading's crazy. Listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the whole truth, nothing but the truth. No, just kidding. You know how it finishes off. That was wild. I'm telling you, sometimes, like, I do feel nature speaks to me very easily, and also to Pisces. A pathfinder. Trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. So maybe there's this rupture kind of coming up in you where you're feeling innately called out of nowhere. Hey, I need to do this, or I want to. I'm hearing it's giving, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it because, right, we heard the outside and it was very loud. There was no thunder before, just right now. And so there was something very loud happening and you're hearing it. You're like, "I'm taking my notes and I'm hearing the call." Alright. I mean, I can't even get these cards to talk to me. Maybe that was your whole read, Pisces. I have no idea. 8 of Wands, you're getting communication. Hey, doesn't that kinda look like a lightning? I mean, it's not. It's obviously wands. We know that, right? But right, like lightning coming down, so you might be getting an abrupt communication. What do you guys out of curiosity to my Pisces really quick, what is your natural, like, spiritual gift? I know some people are clairvoyant, some are clairaudient naturally, clairsentient. I'm just curious. 8 of Wands, so you're getting direct communication. It might be coming very abruptly, right? So, it's gonna be very quick. You're gonna make maybe a very quick action, and people are gonna be like, "What are you talking about, Pisces?" And you're like, "No, I know I have to do this because it's coming in so firmly." Like the call is so you're just very I don't know, there's something here, like you're finding your path and it's just you're hearing it and you're so cognizant of what's happening that you are so certain about what you're supposed to do next. You're clairvoyant. Okay. Seer and audient. Some sense of smell too. Wow, you're very in tune, Harriet. I feel like smell is probably the hardest for me. And whenever I've done opening the gifts and like you'll be like you're on a beach and you can hear children playing and you can feel the water on your feet and they'll like kind of guide you. I'm sure you guys have done that before because Pisces, but whenever it's like, "Smell the lemonade," I'm like I mean, I could taste what the lemonade would be like, but I'm not gonna smell the lemonade or, like, smell I guess I could smell the sea, but sea sometimes smells different where you are, so, I don't know, yeah, whenever I get to smell, it never comes. I gotta practice that. I have to figure out how to practice that one. You're in your head, though. It's like, "I know I need to do this, but, oh, Nina, it's really hard. I don't know. I don't know." Okay, so you're in your head. You know where you gotta go or you know you have to make this direction change, but I'm unable to do it. Why do you feel like you're unable to do it? When a Pisces has their mind set, there's no way around it. Okay, Marlene. I've never met like Pisces who were very adamant, I guess. Oh, except when they wanted to quit something, they were pretty adamant. Never mind. Like I do remember one Pisces who was like, "No, I'm like done." It was pretty done. Like and they were really done about their job. Because you know the path you should go forward in, but you don't see it as successful? You don't see it as you see it as a loss or it's hopeless to fight this fight. It's hopeless to fight this fight. I know what I'm supposed to do, but it's a ooh, the rain's coming down hard. You may be very emotional about what you're standing on. You may have a lot of after this, I'm gonna have to take a really quick um, break. Yeah, you may be knowing what you have to do, but you're like, "Why? I don't wanna do that." Yeah, you may not wanna do it. Strength. You gotta go through the trial. You have to at least say you tried. You don't give up before you try, Pisces. You know that. It's almost like you're giving up before you really try, but you know you should be doing something. So, you need to find the courage because you are strong enough, you are capable enough. This is something new in you that you feel very called to in your heart space. You trust yourself in it, but it's also emotionally stirring feelings in you and it's like it might just be a stupid idea I have but that's okay. The person who invented the light bulb, I'm sure people thought that was well actually that's a very smart idea. But he might be like, "Candles work just fine. This light bulb thing is dumb." Or vinyl. Vinyl, like, who created the vinyl record? That to me, like, how did you even conceive that, right? So it's just like every inventor at one point was called crazy or dumb, but that came from an idea. So don't shoot down your ideas. And they may be more of a spiritual nature and not an inventor. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just thinking of people who probably at one point they were like, "What?" But look how that was conceived. So don't block your blessings or the tip of a shoestring, right? It could be the smallest thing. It's gonna take a lot of time to do the work, and I think that's the part where you're shooting yourself in the foot before you try, like, it's gonna take a long time, But again, like, what did they say? Vera Wang, she made her first wedding dress at 40. She made her right? 40. She made her first wedding dress, and I mean, I've seen her dresses. I think they're stunning. I mean, we could go on and on about the people who did something amazing at different ages in life. Your age doesn't define you. So, there's no reason why not to invest if you feel excited and encouraged. I feel you're saying, "No, no," but yes, yes, push yourself out there. You might float for a while, you may be like, "I'm hanging on." But, hey, spirit was like, "Listen to me. Do it. Do it." A flogger? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what a flogger binder is. Can you I don't know. My niece is a Pisces and she's pregnant. Her emotions are insane. Plus she's okay. This pregnancy has been a roller coaster for everyone around her. Well, we all hang on. Yeah, we're all hanging on. You never know how you're gonna be really in pregnancy. I don't know, everyone that I've met though has really enjoyed it. So that's been cool. All right, let me pull one of these and we're gonna end it. But really what's going in your favor is stepping outside your comfort zone and putting in the work that I'm feeling like you're gonna be listening and you're gonna know what to do very soon if you don't know now. Emotional suppression may be dimming your light. Reignite your passion. Yeah, Pisces, you can't work on anything if you don't have you're n- if you're not open emotionally to it. Okay. Avoidance or denial may be creating tension. Face reality with grace. Let me say that again. Avoidance or denial may be creating tension. Face reality with grace. So you are going to have to combine your idealisms with realistic expectation of what you can do. So you might have to do like, what is a small step I can do today? What is an actionable step? How much time can I really invest? Maybe I start small and starts to get bigger later. I'm nervous about publishing my books. Why? This dog is dying for the oh, you didn't know my goodness. Okay. I know. You just want all the attention. Yeah. It'll be called to you. You could just say, "Loving light, bring me the message I'm supposed to receive. I am open and clear. Bring me the message that will make most sense to me. I'm open and I'm listening, or I'm open and I'm seeing," right? If you're clairvoyant, I'm open and my eyes are open to the message. Hi, Akash. Hello, hello. Okay, that's all I got. But those are the two for you. Emotional suppression may be dimming your light, reignite your passion, and avoidance or denial may be creating tension. Face reality with grace. Yeah, you're denying yourself of it. You're like, this is just a dream I have. No, go do it. Go do it, Harriet. Go do it. Go publish that book. Maybe this message is just for you. You've been following me for a while. So, I mean, it's for everybody. It's for every Pisces, but I know that you've been following me for a little bit. So, go do that thing. Could be dealing with a Leo, or you could have Leo in your chart. Maybe it's just saying be brave, be courageous here. Don't be the lion and I got heart, right? 1 second, guys. Let me give him a little tweet. It's treat time. It's treat time. Ooh, it's treat time, treat time. Treat time, treat time. Treat, treat, All right, Scorpio, it's your turn. No, we're not on Earth. Earth is going last because they went first. Oh, just met the Leo. Hey, whispers of your heart. And what did that heart say to you? Right? It said you're emotionally suppressing. Let it take its course. Just be here now. Don't think. Remember, when you're thinking about what has happened to you, when you're thinking about where this is going, you're what? You're unconscious. So to be conscious is just to let it flow, let it go. If he's there, he'll be there. Thanks, Akash. All right. Let's do sign of the times. Oh wait, no, no, we're still on scorp. We're still on water. I'm gonna continue with this. All right, Scorpio. Put you at 116. All right, ready? Let's go, Scorpio. What's good coming in for you? Hey, man, you just claimed that. You're like, let it go, let it flow. Okay, I hear that. Y- I know. Go sleep. Go night night. Say night night. I'll be there soon. Flow. You're just like, I'm ready, spirit. Bring something good in, okay? Like, you're welcome, Harriet. You're like, I'm here. Let go of attachment. Yeah, not attaching yourself to outcomes here, Scorpio, and letting just God or a loving light bring you the gifts that you are meant to have. You're just like, I am open to any gift or support I can get. Please come to me. Thank you. I am open to blessings and gifts. I am open to gifts coming towards me. Can you please give me a gift? Please. Like, the gift is here. The gift has arrived. Actually, that's what you need to see. The gift is here. The gift has arrived. Okay, Scorpio, the gift is here and the gift has arrived. If you are a Scorpio, say that with me. Everyone's like, no, I'm going to say that period. But again, not holding to an attachment that you're like, "When is it coming?" Because then you're not getting one, it's already here, right? You're welcome. Clarity. It's kinda giving like, "I saw the signs, I opened up my eyes and saw the signs," right? So your eyes are wide open here, and you're just seeing all the signs around you. Oh, thanks, Akash. I will. I have other things that I'm doing throughout my day, and then when I do this, it takes up all night. So the content creating gets slowed down. And then weekends are for my family. So yeah, it's like there's only so much you can do in a day. All right, let's get to the no. All right, Scorpio. What's going in Scorpio's favor right now? Oh, yeah, yeah, I could boost my shorts. I could put the shorts from TikTok that don't have sound. You might just need to play in the dream space a little bit more, Scorpio. Okay, imagine it as it is and take a breath. It might not be happening when you want it, but it doesn't mean it's not coming because once you dream it, it is. So it's kind of giving that. You got to kind of stay in a healing place, in a protective space. When I think of blue, I think of protection, I think of healing. And I feel that that's your energy right now. right? When we look at that sky of clarity, maybe you're giving a little bit more, I'm off in not space, but I'm outside of everyone else's viewpoint because I'm a little bit just seeing it a different way. I don't feel like you're expressing it either. I don't think you're expressing this. You do have a soulmate coming in after you take this moment. Okay? There's a soulmate coming in for you. It might not be right now, but it is coming. I think you need a breath. I don't even think you'd be ready right now. You're a very loyal person and so you're meeting someone who's of like heart, not of like mind, of like heart, okay? So heart attracts heart. But yeah, you're seeing someone who's going to really open you up and I don't know, you're just gonna remain pretty I don't know, you're just finding that soulmate, that person who is really your other half and is really unlocking that part of you that may have felt dormant or and you kind of know who this is or you're going to know immediately. It's very interesting. It's all about the keys and how easy it is to open up with this person, okay? Scorpio, hi Liz. Nice to see you, babe. So you are opening up. It's gonna be very easy to open up. You see how this person has the key to the heart? You see? So that person has the key. But again, imagine what those qualities are, not the looks, not the person, just the feeling, just the just what you believe a soulmate's quality has. And what does that look like to you? What does that feel like when you're in that presence? Again, no shape or person to fill the role, but just the essence of it is what it's giving. Don't get too nitpicky on it. It's like not drawing exactly in the lines. You feel me? Oh, Aura. Hi, Aura. Nice to see you. Okay, that's so great. Thank you, Aura. You're gonna be taking action towards this person, Scorpio, and you'll just innately feel like I got to do this, I got to do that. Like it'll come very fast for you. The decisions you're making with a lot of other people, you are always observing. You're a very observant person, but not with this situation or this person. You will just be going forward, forward, forward. Okay, and you may not know why you want to take this action that may be something here, Scorpio. You're like, I don't know why I feel like I should go do this. I don't know why I feel like I gotta go say this, but I do. And so that's the actions that you do make you realize how much this person is really has that key for you because a lot of other people it was very dormant and you didn't know why you couldn't move or take action. But with this person, you feel like I just gotta go. I just gotta go, right? So that's what it's giving. Let's pull some tarot. Could be somebody from your past or someone who brings out a childlike quality in you as well, where you wanna go play. They're very attractive, they're very magnetic. They could be somebody from your past or someone from your childhood even, but I feel like the memories that you have of them, you're fond. They don't leave a sour taste in your mouth, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not side-eyeing this person. I do not like this song, I'm sorry. Oh, Sweet Escape, I love that. Maybe that's how this person makes you feel. They make you feel like a sweet escape. They're very energetic. They have a lot of energy. They're very sincere. They do draw people in quite naturally, I feel. Yeah, this is giving a rebirth energy. You may meet somebody again and it just feels like we went right back to the way we used to be. That's what it's giving here, Scorpio. That's for some of you. I don't know why I'm getting a love reading for Scorpio. You're the only one I've gotten one for. You could feel, like there's a part of you feeling like, "I need to move on. I should cut my losses and I should move on." 7 of Swords. I should cut my losses and move on. I shouldn't stay in this. Hmm. I feel like you definitely left this person behind, but the way that you left always kinda left a maybe you left very quietly, the Scorpio way, quiet, "I'm not telling you, I'm just doing it." Well, this may be someone that you wanna return to because you felt maybe the way that it was left, it burdened you, it stressed you out, and you really never got what you needed to say off your chest. This is very specific. Hmm. Seek guidance with an open heart, ready to learn and grow from the wisdom offered by others. So maybe you go back maybe to a counselor or someone that you feel like you get good guidance from and feel like you need to be kind of reunited. The scales need to be balanced in this connection, possibly here, Scorpio, needing whether this is love or career, it's you're needing to balance your heart and your career. Maybe you were so focused on your career, you really couldn't give what they needed and you kind of maybe lied, or maybe you did something or they did something to you and it's not all as it seems. And so they made quick decisions that kind of hurt you. Um, and you just thought, nah. But you may be reopening to this connection because you always thought you had something there. Hey, Nina. Scarcity thinking may be blocking abundance. Shift your mindset to sufficiency. Interesting. Interesting. Acceptance. Well, those kind of go together. A scarcity way of thinking may be blocking abundance. Shift your mindset to sufficiency. So maybe you feel here that no, I they didn't give me enough or let somebody make it better. Or maybe you have to make it better, but maybe it clears a way for you to accept something, to receive something from spirit in that way or God. Because saying here, breathe deeply and acknowledge your current situation without judgment. Resisting reality only prolongs discomfort. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a connection is really what's going in your favor, like making a connection right or changing the dynamic of a connection or the way that you thought about a connection. And maybe this is silent forgiveness, but with that yang energy, it seems like no, it's action. And there may be questions as to why maybe even this person's coming back to you or why you feel like you're coming back to it. But trust that there's a reason for that and that you can't lose anything that's truly yours, right? I do see Aries here, but I don't see many other signs. So maybe you have an Aries placement or you're just taking on some Aries energy where you're like, "You know what? I just wanna do it." Alright, next. Earth no, fire signs. Do we have fire? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I was like, "What is next?" Aries, Leo, Sagittarius for my fire signs. Fire gang, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Any fire sign, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. All right, I'm going to go in order. Aries, Leo, Sag. We'll go in order for them. So we'll start with Aries. Let's see what's happening with my Aries gang. Let's see. We've got maybe you've had no time for kids. Okay, I don't know what that was about. It was like you've never had any time for kids. Okay. All right, Aries, let's see what's going in your favor. I want to change the deck. Where is it though? Okay, no, we'll keep this deck here. What is happening for my Aries? So, Aries, you're tuning into the silence for truths that words cannot express. So, you want to listen more than take action right now. That's going to really work in your favor. Maybe keeping to yourself at this time. Hi, Christine. Hello, hello. Making plans. So, you're changing something. Chart your course with intention. The future is your design to navigate. So, yeah, it's like the door is open. I don't know, maybe you're looking at it upside down. Well, actually, even the door everything might you might be in the upside down world, like Stranger Things. You might be doing Stranger Things, but maybe it works for you, Aries. I don't know where that came from, but yeah. You might be doing Stranger Things, but it works for you. You don't mind the strange. Maybe you're changing things up. You're doing things completely upside down. I don't know what that means, but that's what I'm getting here. Thank you, Marlene. I appreciate you so, so much. Thank you. Thank you. Well, here's your energy. The Queen of Wands, very magnetic, very attractive to others. People are very, what's the word? Drawn to you, just very drawn to you and the energy that you're putting out. And you might be putting out something new. Like this might be new content, or maybe you're trying something new you've never done before, but it really works in your favor because we have the Empress here. Like you're trying new things, but you trust in it. Like something is telling you, I want to go do this or I should do this. And you're learning something that you've never done before. But it's a dream that you've had that you've always wanted to do maybe since you were a child here and you've always known that you should have done it, but, at that time, it just wasn't meant for you because life was turned upside down. So, no, Leo's gonna go right after this, Mary. Hang tight. We're on Aries. So now is your opportunity to kinda create something you've always wanted to do, but now it's like, I know myself, I know who I am, so I can stand firm in creating that life, right, Aries? So it's giving that. Like, I know what draws people in. I know I could be patient to make this happen, but this is my time to shine. You might be very cautious and a little paranoid, which is why you may need to watch and wait and take a step back. I think you definitely want to proceed with caution because you don't want to make a sound. You don't want to make a noise. You don't want people to catch on or to, I don't know, you don't wanna get your hand in a mousetrap or something, right? It's giving mousetrap, like, I don't wanna get caught in a trap. So you're very cautious in what you're doing, and you're just kinda this came up like this, and I'm gonna take it like, I'm not sure if I wanna invest or not. If I invest, I'm gonna fully put my time and effort into it, but if I don't, then there's a lack of planning, and there's disappointment due to the lack of planning because you don't know where it's going and you're wasting all this time and energy and it's consuming you. Hi, Lucky C. Hello, hello. So it could be that, right? Where it's like, I don't want to waste my time and energy and fail. Like, this has to be amazing. It has to be amazing. Okay. It's gotta be amazing. It has to be awesome. This is awesome. I don't know what that's about. What is that called? Thrift shopping? You might be questioning there's a lot of things you need to do alone, okay? And that makes it hard because I feel there's a lack of trusting and needing like, kind of asking spirit or the universe or God, and like, "Why am I doing this? Like, what is the point of this? What? Why? Why should I do this? Why?" It's gonna just take so much effort and so much time. That's right. Why? Why do you need to take a step back? Why can't I just move forward? Because you need to observe to see what is unseen, see what is upside down, see what's not working before we can, right? It's like giving what is it? A hypothesis kind of. I'm not very good at science, but you need to see what's not working because this door won't open if it's not done correctly. And so you need to take your time with this areas. I know you want it bad or you want something really bad, but it requires time and effort. It just doesn't happen in the snap. And you're like, why not? And there's something here that just it doesn't look as good as it seems, possibly. It looks like an open door, but observe it more. It's like the book of knowledge or the Akashic records maybe here. I don't know, you may be going to, like, someone like that, but you need to observe this more. It's an illusion, right? Because it's looking at the moon, and see, that fox is kinda like a trickstery energy. So, it's not that you're not meant to do this. Like, I heard someone say, I think it was Lee Harris, he's like an energy reader, I really like him. He talks about the Z's. I know he might be a little bit out there for you guys, but I really like him. Maybe some of you guys watch him too. But he made a comment on a video. I didn't watch the whole video, but I watched a little bit, and he said sometimes you know you're supposed to do something, but it's not working in the way that it's not seamless. It's not effortless, and it's not your time. And he even mentioned, like, I'm working on something that I've thought I should have been doing like 20 years ago, and I'm still working on it. And it's just sometimes the world isn't catching up for what you're supposed to do, and you're gonna force a door open that could be more effortless as you continually do the work in the dark and find all the knowledge you can. Because there's a trickster energy here, Aries, that you need to be mindful of. And with that moon card, it's an illusion. It's not, and some of it you need to work past your own fears because you might be afraid that it's other people, but it's your fear out into the projected world. So that's why you need to go back in because you're not fully tempting. You're not fully tapping in, and you're tempted to take it where it is right now, and you're not tapping into the full potential of your imagination because it could be way better. And you're kinda, like, settling for, well, it will, but this is what I've always wanted to do, but it could be better. Dream bigger. Make your plans and design it and navigate it. Take the appropriate steps. Don't just shoot. There's someone who you're supposed to work with or co-create with, and that's the thing is, like, this person and you haven't met yet, and so you Treasures Island's coming in, and it's saying, "Go slower to get to this goal because it'll happen, but you haven't met the right people." Where you're at isn't bringing you the right people yet, and you can cross that, but you need to imagine bigger. You need to imagine better because you can. You never know, like, and maybe that's a part of your manifestation. It could happen tomorrow, it could happen today, but are you dreaming big enough? I really need to meet an editor. I really need to meet a publisher. And these are the qualities of this person, and I'd like us to feel this way. This is the kind of person, this is what they'll feel like, this is what their personality will bring. Why? Because when you meet this person, you will trust it and be able to co create. If you don't, you're going to pop in and you're going to meet random people because you want the desire, and you're going to start to get a trickstery energy off them because there's something about it. It feels, I shouldn't do it. And that's your fear. That's your fear. That's not your imagination. That's your mind taking over instead of playing in the emotion of what it'll feel like when you meet this person. So then when you meet these people, you know, "Oh, okay, they're acting exactly how I imagine them to act." So there's something in me telling me off the book of knowledge from my memory of the time that I spent in the creation of it. I know my creation's coming to life. You're going to trust the process a lot easier if you can stay in that imaginary place than just going off of trying to create illusions that aren't so clear and not knowing where or who you should turn to, and it might feel like you're panicking too. So, yeah, take your time with whatever you're creating, and that is what's gonna go in your favor because you might know you're always meant to do it, and you might be, but it might not be now. And maybe right now, they always say the journey is the exciting part. It's not always the exciting part is the when you get there. It's all the things that happen in occurrence to you getting to the aha moment. So allow the aha moments. All right. You could be dealing with a Libra or Aries or have those placements as well. That sounds right on point with my Aries Venus. Oh, I'm happy to hear that, Harriet. All right. And I see 9 and 7. Okay, I thought I saw 9, 9, but no. Tripping. All right, next, Leo. Leo, you're on deck. Are you here? Say here. I'm gonna drink some water. I knew that, Mary. Are you a Leo rising or a Leo sun? Waldy, hi. Here. Okay. My Leo gang. Let's see what's going on for you. Let me timestamp you first. All right, Leo. What's going in your favor now? What's going in your favor right now? You got the same card. Maybe some of you guys have a Leo placement. Okay, interesting. I think you're spending time alone right now and you're getting pretty quiet because you're really feeling like, is this what I want? So you may be needing some distance from others to quiet the mind and quiet the soul. There is here reflection on finding who you truly are, finding your voice. Some of you all maybe wanting to start using your voice more, having your voice more out there, maybe doing a podcast, maybe singing. I'm feeling something with your throat here. Hi, China Marie, Leo Sun. Awesome. Leo Moon. Okay. Born Leo, Leo Sun, born Leo. I love that. Born Leo. Let the fate. So it's like all this coldness, all this isolation is adding up to passion. Your heart will go on fire and you'll step into courage. So it's saying, let passion light your way, but be mindful of the fires they may ignite in your journey. So you might be lighting things on fire. Like you may be like, F it, I quit. Or you know what, we're done. We're done. I'm done. Right. But that's the first step of you finding that voice is saying when it's enough, of saying when my heart's on fire, you know? So you may be finding that part of your voice and expressing it louder. Round and round, you're tired of it. I don't wanna go round and round. I've been very quiet, but I'm tired of this cycle, and I think you guys have kind of almost disengaged a little bit and just been like, work, home, work this, work that, routine, 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 and you're just, like, sick of the routine, like, you need something spicy in your life, Leo. I want some spice. I need some zest, okay? Add some paprika to it. I don't know what I'm getting with that, but, like, add some cinnamon, whatever it is, right? Add your flavor. But add some hot sauce. I don't know, whatever your thing is. But exchanging gifts, you might be masking how you truly feel and feel like you're playing along, and it's like, "I don't wanna play nice anymore. I don't want to play anymore. I wanna be authentic." Right? And what is the opposite of Leo? Aquarius. And this year's all been about Virgo and Pisces, but guess who's next year? Guess who's next year? You and Aquarius. So you may be gearing up. This is not even happening. What's coming for you hasn't even happened. Oh, you gear up for that next year. You're gonna find yourself. Like, if you've been like, "I'm so sick of it," it's because you're feeling a pre-shadow of what's gonna come. Because I think you start at December or January, and you are gonna be becoming very honestly, very maybe unliked, but liked by your unpopular opinion. I think that's what my Leos are gonna get. I'm gonna be very liked for my unpopular opinion. That's my opinion. Who says that? That's my opinion. I don't think you're gonna be it with the people you used to be with, the people you used to hang with. It doesn't mean that you're not finding a new tribe, but the old one, the old squad, it's fake. It's all masks and mirrors, and it's just like, no. And it doesn't mean that all of them are leaving. Maybe there's a couple that stay, but I don't think you like the group stuff. Say how it is. Yeah. I guess that's resonating for someone. I think you've been staying really quiet this last year. I know some Leos, and I feel like they've been really just like, "I just wanna be about my work," and I think there's more to life than just work and money, and I'm not saying you don't love your money, but I feel like you need some passion in your life, and you're isolating yourself so much that it's causing you to wake up. Wake up. I wanna do something different, and that's good, and maybe that's you guys, right? I hear you, like, you might be working to be more of a homebody, right? But you might be speaking more up about it. Right? For instance, I like being at home. I don't wanna go out with the tribe anymore. I don't wanna be out with these people anymore. I like being at home. There is nothing wrong with that. You go out and have a great time. You might be sending stronger boundaries. I like my family. I like what I do. Don't push. So it's like, yeah, I'm here. Don't push me. I have the things I like. And if you guys don't agree, exit. Exit. Maybe very if when you don't wanna hear something, "I don't wanna hear it. We're done. No, we're done. Goodbye. Goodbye. Leave. Goodbye." I'm getting like, "Goodbye." Yeah, you time to go, bro. Like, time to go. It's time to go. You're gonna be quickly leaving things and maybe lighting them fire. And it may be the people who are in your family. It may be the people closest to you. But at the end of the day, it's a rebellion. Hello, Aquarius. Like, am I dying to Aquarius or Leo? But no, you're going through a rebellion phase where you're just kind of the outlaw. I don't know what that means, but the outlier, the outlaw. It just seems like someone pushed you too far and now you're hanging on by gravity. Okay, wait, let me pull some tarot. This is really juicy. Magician. You're thinking outside the box. That is what the Page of Wands does. He thinks outside the box and he changes. You're alchemizing who you are. A lot of people will say, like, I don't remember you. Okay, so a lot of you, I don't remember you to be this way. What's wrong? What's nothing. I'm just you're getting your energy back. You're more excited, but when you're excited, maybe it comes with a little bit of oomph to it, right? And it's because so long you were quiet and you were still. And so you're gonna have more passion when you do things. You're gonna feel more activated to go than you ever have before. But the change in you is really it's a lot of power. It's like all this power you were storing, and you're gonna be so conscious about everything you do and what it means. And so you might be exploring what this change looks like for you, right? Because the Page of Wands is kind of like child, adolescence, but it's a new energy. It's exciting. Don't be scared of this. It's a good thing. You're finding your independence. Could also have Virgo, Gemini in your chart or dealing with one. I think the insecurities you might be feeling or have been feeling, you're working through there's improvement in your health, there might even be companionship. You feel emotional security in yourself, so you're appearing different. Whereas before, maybe that side of you was due to lack, but you're not coming from lack. So, Five of Swords, reverse, you're forgiving a lot of people, you're finding understanding in situations that doesn't mean that you're fighting every single person. It's just saying here, I don't know, I do feel a little bit of a rebellion through you. But it's like I can get mad and I can forgive just as fast. It's kind of like I can forgive and forget. I don't know. Do Leos forgive and forget? Let me know, Leo. Let me know, Leo. Do you forgive and forget? Let me know. That it's like I want to put the swords down and I need to move on with my life. You wanna fight about this, you wanna fight about that, you go fight. I'm gonna go make money. You go fight, I'm gonna go make money. You may even fight, but make money while you're doing it. I feel like you definitely felt betrayed by somebody, or there was a betrayal prior that really hurt you, and so yeah, but you forgive them. I forgive you because it's not about me, right? I forgive you because it's not about me. You're gonna move forward with a lot of grace, but it doesn't mean you're not gonna get mad. High Priestess, I think you're aware that you're entering this phase of your life, that there's people who gotta go, so you can get more close to the home center. There's something here that is an undescribed feeling, and you don't know how to explain it to others, but you feel change. I'm kinda getting in Wicked, it with something's changed within me, defying gravity. What did I say? You're like, "The only thing saving me is gravity." Isn't that what I said when I saw this card? Yeah, so it's giving that the only thing that is keeping me up is gravity. And there's this conscious awareness, like, something in me is changing and I need to go away because I need to find out where's my voice, where am I, and what needs to be left because some things are gonna go, and that's okay. Oop, transitioning. You're going through a transition period. So this is something that's gonna be happening. I don't think that this is good or bad, but it is actually in your favor. And so if you ever feel like, Nina, what were you talking about? What I'm saying is that this road is rocky. There's things you're gonna have to leave behind. Is leaving anything behind very easy? When you guys kind of sometimes live in your comfort, you do. You like your comfort. Leos do. And so it's not a bad thing, but I feel like there's some things that just don't feel quite the same anymore, and something's changing within you. And so this is going to be a reading you go back to remind yourself, no, you're going forward, even if it feels like there's resistance or there's fiery flames in the mist. Hey, you're still going because you were storing your energy for what you're about to take on. I'm on Leo, so we're about to enter Sagittarius, but I'm gonna pull a law of attraction card. Fulfillment. Look at that. You're prospering. Yes, thanks, Debbie. True emotional satisfaction comes from within. Your happiness is not dependent on external factors. Acknowledge what is already fulfilling in your life. Find joy in the present moment. Yeah. Life is happening. Discouragement may be clouding your vision. Shift your perspective to gratitude. You might be that's just life. Now watch it's kind of saying here you're discouraging your own vision. You're discouraging the things that you're saying. So be mindful of what you're saying here because your perspective is I'm not gonna lie, the perspective needs to start somewhere and we always start with gratitude. I'm breathing. I'm opening my eyes. I have a warm shower. There might be too much complaining. I'm sorry. I love you, Leos, but that could be something here. All right. Moving on to Sagittarius. You could be dealing with Pisces, Virgo, and then Virgo, Gemini. Or you could have that in your chart. All right. Who's ready for Sagittarius? Oikwa. Queen. Did I say that right? Yes, I did. Okay. All right. Let's do Sag. What does that actually mean again? Can you tell me? Oh, okay. Got it. Like Ricky Martin or Bad Bunny is what comes to mind. I've been to Puerto Rico. I love Puerto Rico. I would like to go back. I only went when I was like 13 or 12. I think that's what got me into Spanish music actually was going there. So, New England? Wait, what's NE? I don't know what that means. All right, Sag gang, let's see what we got going on for you. What's going in Sagittarius's favor? Mm. Oh, that's a very clear message. Okay. So, there's a lot of unknowns in your life, and you have to stay not putting certainty into the unknown. Okay, that's what it's giving. Float on the clouds of the unknown, surrender to the mystery, and embrace the sacred within. So, you may be having to kind of go inward into I don't know what I'm doing or there's a lot of unknowns in this time and there's a lot of illusion and I don't want to make any immediate decision. So it might need to stay in this in between, being in the in between because you're going through transitions. And these transitions are bringing you towards people, but also there's times where you're kind of or like when a wave hits and you're next to someone, you guys end up on two different sides and you're like, "Wait, where'd it go?" Right? So that could be something here where you need to embrace the change with openness. And there's going to be an ebb and flow and there's a lot of unpredictability, but you are going to feel very transformed through this, whether it's love or work, because no, we did not do Capricorn yet. Because you're listening to your heart and you know the truth. And sometimes you part from things that you once were close to and you don't know why, but you're just parting. So there's something here that you're really wanting to keep your ears open and flow with what your heart is saying. It's like, listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. All right, let's see what else here. What else is going on in favor of Sagittarius? Hold on. That was a shuffle. I feel like you're getting released from something or relieved. And so a lot of you're lightening your load, so to speak, with the Ten of Swords here in reverse. Okay, so you're lightening your load. You're feeling less tension than you were before. What else here is going in my Sagittarius's favor? Yeah, you might be telling people, "Hey, I need time." Hangman, Queen of Cups. This may be needing to emotionally regain strength after a time of sacrificing for others. You need to energize and store your own emotional well-being. And so I think you're a very giving person here, Sagittarius, but there is something you're holding, needing to let go of, and maybe you're letting go of being being so closed off on your emotions and being more open to people and situations. Thanks, Debbie. Thank you, thank you. Being more open to your feelings and your emotions and not holding them back for the sake of just because. You may this isn't in a bad way. Obviously, a Queen of Cups is very emotional, loving. So when you're being open and honest about how you feel, you're doing this in a very empathetic way, not out of any other thing than I want to release any control or pressure. I just want to be honest and open and insightful. So it is giving a very fair and compassionate person. What else? Thank you, Debbie. There might be some information or some spying going on in the energy. I don't know if someone's spying on you or you're spying, but this is conversations. There's maybe a lack of emotional intimacy in some situations and you needing to express that to people. You might be feeling very curious and alert at this time. Pretty witty, pretty fast to come back, not in a aggressive way, but, like, you'll catch something real fast. That like, what Sagittarius doesn't, they're pretty quick with, like, catching attitude or catching, disrespect. They'll be like, "Mm-mm, no," you know? But I do think you're getting information or news from someone. You might be changing the way you communicate as well. That could be something you're changing up with the Page of Swords. That's always bringing a new beginning in the way that you communicate. Sorry, I'm getting tired. Sorry. Hi, TJ. You're just, I think your foundation or your home life or your security or your financials, there could be some panic or worry here in regards to that. Maybe you feeling like you're fearful to find security on your own and or maybe even trying to find security with somebody. It depends on what is going on in Sagittarius' life. Sagittarius has a very hard time. Maybe they've never lived with someone before, then you would be experiencing this. But maybe you've always lived with a partner and you don't know if you can financially do it on your own, right? So it's like the security maybe, you're comfortable and it's like why shake up what is comfortable? Because in my heart it don't feel right anymore. I want to be happy and I want my circumstances to change and I want my home life to change and I have to chase what makes me happy. I need to go after what I want to put my time and energy into and what brings me life. Some of you guys want to really focus on your kids. The sun card is the kids, right? It's the children, it's the fifth house. Some of you guys want to focus on your creativity. Why can't I speak? Creativity. Like I said, maybe we're focusing on our words here. I'm like, or Nina is. I'm like, yeah, right. the sun card to the magician. So you want to focus on changing your life and creating life force. And so you might be needing your vitality and your energy back. And so if your home space doesn't feel like a place that you can do that in, then yeah, maybe you do need to change it. And you're realizing that if I'm not creative in my home space, if I'm not comfortable in where I am, then why am I doing it? Because there's nothing I feel like there's nothing more important than your home, because your home is where that's something I'm realizing as I'm older. As I was younger, I always wanted to be outside. I hated staying in. But now that I'm older, it's like your home is so important because it is really where you can just be on your own and spend your time. So, and if you don't have a place where you're finding inspiration from it, then that might be something you wanna change. Some of you guys may be also wanting to do, like if you are getting a new house, you wanna think about visualizing the decorations of it, what it looks like. Don't look at the financial burden yet because you never know what spirit's bringing you, right? So, don't be worried too much. Get excited about the home and what it's gonna have in it. Maybe, if you're a creator and you draw or you're an artist, okay, so what kind of supplies would I want in my art room? Or maybe if you're gonna be working from home, what kind of visuals do I want? Maybe I want some positive affirmations in that room. Oh, I want a place with a fireplace, right? Get excited about the home that will be yours, not about how much it costs, because you never know where money can come from, right? So we want to keep that open mind there. I think you're gonna become quite, quite nifty about how you're manifesting, okay? Because with the Page of Swords, this is a manifestation sometimes. Obviously, when we're dealing with the magician, this is alchemy. So you might be changing your language or the way that you speak, or you might be changing the way that you talk as well. I feel like where however you talk, it create like people like the way you sound, they like your voice, they feel like you give them life or source energy. So it feels really good whatever you're creating, and don't give up on it even if the finances might be creating the instability. Focus on the outcome and be in that outcome now, even if it doesn't look like it, because you are the alchemist. Some people don't like to be called the creator, and I get that. So be the alchemist. Create alchemy in your situation, Saj. If you just believe. Maybe this will happen during Christmas. I love that song. That's from Polar Express, right? If you just believe. Like, how long, if you guys had kids, how long did your kids believe Santa for? Because you held the belief in Santa, right? So their perception believed in it. I mean, it's real. Let me stop. What if I have a child watching? Santa's real. Stop. Forever, right? So if you just believe in Santa forever, Santa's forever, right? It's the same idea of your creation. Santa goes on forever, so does your idea. Ho ho ho. Okay. But this may come into fruition around Christmas. You may be getting a new home around that time, or you may be getting a lot of financial abundance around that time. Hey Stephanie. Okay, I see one. There's two. One, two. All right. Empowerment. You hold the power to shape your reality. I always say this, my cards don't lie. No, you didn't, Miss Virgo. You hold the power to shape your reality. Take charge of your actions and decisions. Own your choices today and take full responsibility for the direction of your path. Empower yourself. Your third eye may be opening up, and you may be seeing everything as a reflection. And so, yeah, you're choosing your path. Oh, there's another one. That's fine. Patience. The universe moves in divine timing. Rushing will not speed up what is meant for you. Affirm everything is unfolding perfectly. Trust in the process instead of forcing the outcome. I trust in the process. And that's what I'm saying. Like, enjoy the imagination of the outcome fulfilled, because that's really all you can do at this moment is get a little bit more Queen of Cups. Is a little bit more step into that idea of just being careful of this is where I'm at. But I'm gonna have fun dreaming. You can have fun in the dream world. even when the reality's gone. Like, go to maybe start going to bed earlier. Maybe you need that. Maybe you need a little bit more rest or sleep. I'm just seeing all this water. Maybe you want to spend more time in water. I'm just looking at all this. This is a lot of water. 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 I don't know where I got that from. Water. I don't even know what kind of accent that is anyway. See all that? That's giving very dreamy energy to me. And then we have I see Pisces, Cancer. So this is all very dreamy. So then when it's time, it's time. You are right where you're supposed to be. Okay, Sagittarius. Then the momentum kicks in. Then you got that Virgo, Gemini, Leo energy coming forward after. Okay, so after this dreamy state of this cloud of unknowing, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I went on a tangent there. I don't know. I was just trying to make them the idea of imagination, how powerful it is, okay? That's all I was saying. Right? The clouds of the unknown. Things are gonna look unknown to you. That's okay. Momentum. Blast off, right? Thinking and moving forward quickly. Your energy is going to build towards success. Keep going. Be consistent with your actions and maintain your high vibrational state. Wait, those don't go there. Okay, that goes there. That doesn't. All right, and that is your reading. All right, on to earth signs. Do we have any Tauruses, Virgos, or Capricorns? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Stop it. Say it like that when I'm joking. Oh, Boston? Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome, Sagittarius Queen. All right, I'm seeing Virgo, Capricorn in that order, Taurus. Okay. Virgo. Hey, Cece. Hey, William. Hey, Stephanie. Virgo. Hey, Debbie. Na-na-na-na-na-na. Bringing back vintage Virgo. I do think Virgos like vintage, actually. But they also like new. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. All right, Virgo. Stephanie, Capricorn. Okay. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Taurus. All right. Let's go, Virgo. I'm timing you because I'm not staying longer than 10 minutes on this. No, just kidding. All right, Virgo. Let's see what's going in your favor. What is going in Virgo's favor? Why you got to bring that out? New heights. Let your connection with spirit ground you as you reach for the sky. And he will raise you up. All right. Magic opportunity. Embrace the unexpected. Seize the chance for transformation. So you are transforming, and it's just saying, hey, stay high vibe, stay with spirit. It's always there for you, right? Loving light, source energy, universe, God, whatever you like to say. I like to say God. So or loving light. But yeah, you keep working on flying high because the more you do, the more you unexpected. You can even say, I embrace the unexpected. I'm embracing the good unexpected things. The good. Like, I don't know. I want to say the good unexpected things, right? Okay. An ocean of possibilities. You're gonna have to navigate the horizon because it's gonna be whispering untold opportunities and plentiful paths. Okay, there's a lot about paths and unexpected opportunities, unexpected connections. There's gonna be a lot of small steps because it's right, it's the small things that make the big things. So, the small wins, you have to acknowledge them. You gotta acknowledge that, you gotta get gratitude, right? Gratitude attitude. Today was a good day. These are the things that went well. Not even the things that you could do better, bro, because you kinda run on some perfection problems. So, let's just start with what went well today, not what we could do better, just what went well, okay? Every day's a victory, celebrate them, and they will take you there. Like, everyone may be looking, forward, "I got a busy day, I gotta do this," where you'll be looking towards the sun and being like, "Yes!" Like, it's kinda giving, like, Breakfast Club, where at the end, he's at the school and he's, like, at the end. Right? Well, it wasn't the best day, right? They were in detention, they were crying, they were arguing, but at the end, he was happy. So, right? No, we haven't done Capricorn just yet, Arjun. Thank you. Getting advice, seeking guidance with an open heart, ready to learn. So you might be learning new things. You might be stepping outside your comfort zone, but there's people who are very wise, maybe a little bit older, or doesn't matter their age, but you seek there's people naturally giving you answers all around you. You just need to get curious and ask the questions. Some of you guys are gonna be stepping outside the box, stepping outside your comfort zone, and you it's the small step that you did it today. Maybe I usually stay in, but I'm gonna go out for coffee for 15 minutes. I'm gonna start building a I'm gonna go work out for an hour. I'm gonna go do this for an hour, and I'm going to appreciate that I did that. I'm gonna meditate for an hour because I can do hard things. I can do those things. I might only be able to meditate for 15 minutes, but I did that. Okay, maybe you set the expectation I was gonna go meditate for an hour and all I got through was 15 minutes, but you did 15 minutes. I'm appreciative of the fact I did those 15 minutes. All right. You have many options. You have many different doors you can go through, and you might be stressed out about which one. It's okay. That's what spirit's for. That's what God is for. When you're confused and you need clarity, that's when you can go. I'm confused, spirit. I'm confused, loving light, infinite God. I'm confused and I just need guidance because I want to be more clear. You have to start making some decisions. There's going to be some realizations because you're asking for these things from spirit, from God. And so as you start asking, you will realize what is around you and you will hear the inner calling. The calling is not from without, it's from within. That's why I always tell people don't like to meditate, but I always tell people try and meditate because the call is never from without, it's from within. The in creates the external, not the external creates the in. And a lot of people, it's hard to wake up from that. It really is hard to wake up from that mindset. A lot of people don't understand it. When people are like, that's just life, that's not true. That's lazy beliefs. That's lazy imagination. That's just lazy. Like like, it is just to say life it it's just life, no. Then you're not you're like a whole lifetime behind if that's your belief. I feel like you've been very bored, and so this call of, "I need to do something, I wanna find my path, I wanna find my calling," maybe here, Virgo, and you're getting your calling. So, there is opportunities, but are you gonna find them? Are you gonna notice them? Are you gonna be because you have to be optimistic, you have to be grateful. You gotta turn to the sun. Are you spending time out in the sun? Are you doing things to boost your energy? There's little things that you're gonna have to do to start working with God, to start working with source. Yes, I want a second job. I love that, Stephanie. Breaking past illusions and fear. Sometimes our fears are scare us to not even do them. And we look the opposite way of what we want to do, even though we realize we should do it because of our limitations. Like, for instance, hi, Michael. We're on Virgo, but if you want to go back to Aries, it's an hour, 13 minutes, and 45 seconds. And this reading is what is going in your favor. Okay. So, just in case you wanted to know, hi, Michael. So, it's not letting fears like get you confused because I think you're right where you're supposed to be. And if you ever need clarity, call. I'm hearing reach out and call. There's a lot of self doubts. There's a lot of self beliefs that really hurt you that do struggle you to find what you're looking for because aren't you're feeling a little bit vulnerable, and when you start to feel vulnerable, it's very uncomfortable because it feels like a lack of knowledge or not being good enough or not knowing enough. But what if we could just be, "I'm excited to learn something new. I'm excited to step in and find what I'm meant to find because there's something to learn here." But it's like when you're starting from the beginning, you get scared and you're just like, "Oh my god, what if I fail? What if you fly?" Right? I believe I can fly. Like, start there. But it's can we get out of that restriction? Can we get out of the fears and doubts? That's Virgo's biggest challenge in life. Sometimes I like to say this, I've said it many times on my lives, I like to say, I cast my burdens to God and I go free. And I try to step forward because yeah, I have fears. Like, we're natural, a lot of us do. And so that's part of it is like finding something that can hold that space when we don't know how and learn how to hold that space. And so Virgo, I think that's what you're trying to do, but it's hard because you do have some hasty actions and there could be some planning here of feeling like you're blinded to see what prevents you from moving on. So you need to ask spirit to let you see. Please help me realize what is in my way and help me move through these blocks. Please help me see what's in my way and gracefully move through these blocks in the easiest way. Sometimes you got to be very intentional because when you ask to see some things, it doesn't mean it don't hurt. It doesn't mean it's not. Like, those kind of lessons do come with some. Because it's a lot of inner shadows, it's a lot of inner wounds, and sometimes those are the really hard ones to get through. So I'm not gonna say that this challenge won't be easy, but you have God on your side, you have spirit on your side, and there's people there to help you. There's guidance along the way. And it's just, can you ask and not be in service for once, Virgo? Can you receive and not be like, "Am I doing enough?" Maybe you're not the one who needs to try so hard. Maybe you just be who you are and try to see who naturally gravitates without the work you do, right? All right, we're done. I'm only going to pull these attraction cards. Okay, that's too many. I've never seen this card before. I said meditate. Stillness. I'm on meditation this whole time. Stillness. In stillness, you align with clarity. Quiet the mind to hear the wisdom within. Take a moment today to pause, breathe deeply, and listen to your inner knowing. You're welcome, Stephanie. Perspective. This is a really beautiful card. It just feels like a door's opening. A lot of things are going to be opening up for you, Virgo. And I want you to claim that. Like, things are opening up for me. I am opening up. Even yourself, I am opening up. I'm opening up to opportunities. I'm opening up to connection. I'm opening up to guidance. So, thank you for the heart puffs. Thank you, thank you. Your reality is shaped by how you see the world. A shift in perspective creates new possibilities. Reframe, reframe challenges as opportunities. Train your mind to find expansion in every situation. And then we have radiance at the bottom here. It says, your energy is magnetic. Shine your light, Virgo, fearlessly and attract your desires. Step into your power, speak, create, and move with confidence in your radiance. Okay. So I'm open to receive, right? All the way. But it first starts with the stillness, quieting the mind. Because the Virgo train. And we do have a Mercury retrograde right now. And Virgos and Geminis, no matter whose sign it's in, I think right now it's going to be, they said it's going to be between Scorpio and Sagittarius. It doesn't matter whose sign it's in because Virgos and Geminis will always get stimulated by a retrograde in Mercury. And so it's a prefix to, yeah, that mind's going to spin. But that stillness that you create, no matter how much it's going to try to say, hey, no, I don't want to sit still, sit in it. And some of you guys may need to do guided meditations. I always say find a word that you want. That always helps me when I'm looking for a meditation. Find the word of what I want to feel. I want to feel power. I want to feel peace. I want to feel confident. I want to feel love. I want to feel self love. Whatever that word is that pops up in your mind, I want to feel opportunity. Meditation for opportunities, meditation for peace, meditation for anger, meditation for overthinking, meditation for stillness. Find the word of how you feel in that moment and ask yourself in that stillness, how am I feeling? And like close your eyes and try to think of that word. And as you think of that word, that's the one that you're going to meditate on. And then you're going to have to figure out how much time do I have, right? And you're going to set that timer because when that Mercury retrograde comes, Virgo, it's going to hit. It always does. You know. You know. Yeah, you know, Cece. Thanks, Marlene. Thanks, Debbie. I know Debbie's been working on meditating. Do you have the Virgo timestamp? Yes, you do. Thank you, Marlene. It was so crazy. Scorpio was the only one who got a love reading. Nobody else did. I've noticed that. I don't know why Scorpio was the only one. You could be dealing with a Pisces or a Sagittarius. And the opportunities may come around those times, okay? Just be easy. Just be easy on yourself, Virgo. I feel like Virgo, one of their biggest no offense, is that we could be our own worst enemy. And so be your best friend, Virgo. Be your best friend and find those who treat you that way too. What kind of meditation do you like, Debbie? I'm curious. What meditation do you like? Let's share with the group. Sharing is caring. All right. So we're going to go to Capricorn. Yeah, tell me, is it what kind of meditation is the like a sleeping meditation or like frequency self-love? Ooh, I love that. Frequency self-love. Is it by a particular person? How many days have you been going on doing the frequency self-love? I love that for you. Well, I love that for anybody. I love that for me. I've been doing something very similar to that. Ooh, you and your friends have a group one. That's really cool. Oh, no, it's not a particular person, okay. Sometimes I'll fall asleep to Dr. Joe Dispenza, or sometimes I'll fall asleep to a person, um, like Brad Yates. He does the EFT tapping that I tell everybody changes your life. I do EFT tapping every morning and night like that because he has the easiest videos. They're about 8 to 10 minutes. I think his hypnosis videos are 10 to 12 minutes. So if you guys want to start somewhere, he's very practical and he has a really nice voice. Like it's just very soothing. I think he's been a therapist before I think. But he's I know he's a hypnotherapist at least. But I really, really like him. I've posted him on my channel before. Yeah, sometimes with these meditations, I try to do morning meditations as soon as I get up, but it's not every day I can do that because sometimes I wake up late. All right. Sorry, Virgos. I mean, Capricorns. Do we have any Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? Where's my Capricorns? What's the blue flame? I don't know what the blue flame is. I don't claim to know it all. I just try to give the things I've actually done. So I don't know it all. I just try to give the things I've done. Here we are, Capricorn. All right, let me clock you. All right, Capricorns. What is going in your favor? What is going in Capricorn's favor? Magic opportunity too. Embrace the unexpected. Seize the chance of the transformation. So you are also getting a magic opportunity. We love that. You're going through a planning phase. Okay. So it says here, take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward so you may turn your goals into reality. So there's something here where you are going to knock down your goals, Capricorn energy, but there's something here where you're planning it out. Thank you, Marlene. Hi, Sean Marie. Fast progress. Move forward with swift precision and do what must be done now. It was like I italicized. Do what must be done now. That's after the planning phase. So once you do the planning phase, the work to do it will be so seamless for you. Because it goes from the opportunity. So it's kind of like the opportunities there. You plan the opportunity, how it's going to look, what the planning of it, and then the progress comes in pretty fast after that. It's like the ball just starts rolling for you, Capricorn, after the plan gets in place. So turning your goals into reality. Well, we love that. Embrace the unexpected. But it's like it's definitely something very, very good. Who's Lena? But Lena had mentioned it to me, so I YouTubed it. Also, Saint Germain is purple flame. What is I don't know any of these flames. What do all these I don't know what any of these flames mean. I'm so intrigued. Regeneration. Okay, so you have something here that is getting reignited. This could have been a passion project. It's gonna come back around unexpectedly, like, it's something that you might have wanted to do and gave up on, and it's coming around again, coming around again. But it's a good kinda coming around. It might be an idea, it might not be a person, but it's unexpected, like, it's a aha moment. Right on, William, okay. Like, honestly, though ooh, I am so sorry. I didn't see you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Why are you underneath my feet? I give you love. I'm oh, Don't turn away now. Sorry. Okay, got distracted. Sorry, Capricorn. So, yeah, it just hit you. I'm just kidding. But not really. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? So nice. So nice. So nice. Yeah, it happens like it happens while you're just like watching or standing there. So it comes all of a sudden. You could be meeting somebody very unexpectedly, Capricorn, and you'll be like, "What?" It's kind of giving. Yeah, it's kind of giving. It happened all of a sudden. Something's ended that you've had to walk away from. So something's ended that you've had to walk away from. Okay. That's what this is about. Something coming back around that ended, and you emotionally had to walk away from it because it was just at that point it wasn't right for you. But now you're the emperor. Now there's a structure. Now there's something that's coming into place. Like things are very much going to be aligning for you, and you will be feeling very good about why you paused when you did. Because whenever you're picking this back up, Capricorn, hi Summer. It's been a while. Hi babe. Hello, hello. So it seems here like something is going to pick up that lovely. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Maybe at one point, Capricorn, you were very, very distracted. And now it makes so much sense to you because you can actually focus, unlike me right now. And so you're regulating yourself and it feels like there's a routine. It's easier than it ever was before. You've released a lot of things. Your load is lighter. At that time, you were very stressed out. You couldn't focus. You're going to be able to focus. I missed you, Summer. It's been a minute. Spot on in the ending phase of my ex. Okay, but she's playing intuitively. I can tell she wants to make it work, but I don't know if things will work this time around. I feel that it's just like, are we more open to this than we were before, right? But it's like, am I more open to this? Do I have more of this? This is Cancer energy here. This is someone who's very loved by all Capricorn because you're being more honest, but you're also sensitive. And so you can hold that space of, okay, I'm being honest, but I also, right, it's like you're holding space, I'm hearing. I'm holding space for the emotion. Whereas before I couldn't handle it. And maybe that's the point. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I couldn't was because you just gave up on it. So this is saying like like this is like a refusing there was a refusal to take the steps necessary, which again, with that emperor card, it's just saying now you can. Emotionally, you just really couldn't give in the way that they wanted or you didn't see it in the same way, and now you're coming in a little bit more calmer, a little bit more supportive because you're not you see it differently. And so when you can see with a different set of eyes, you could say, "Hey, maybe that was just a bad time," and that says nothing about us or the situation. Okay? Anything else here? Cancer, Capricorn. One thing about you guys is I always do your readings the fastest. You guys are like very quick and to the point usually, and so I'm always like, "Oh, it's still got 2 minutes on the clock." This person really ignites your fire. Okay, I'm getting kind of like, come on, baby, light my fire. And when I'm looking at the situation, it's saying you need the attention is calling you. And it's like, I want to give the proper attention because before maybe it was avoided or ignored, and it's kinda giving maybe overdriven, overambitious, whereas now it's like I'm settling the action or the effort with compassion and honesty. Oh, she's a Pisces in Cancer rising. Wow. Stagnation or overthinking may be slowing this creation. Take inspired action now. We did have fast progress, but there still needs to be plans in place. Okay. This isn't just like, let's just go, go. No. Plan, plan, but go forward. Plan, but go forward. Little baby, you just look so tired. Mm, you just look tired. You're so sweet. You're just so sweet. Okay, what else here? You have the cutest face. All right. And getting a lot of these cards, which is fine. I thought I saw another one here open. Oh, there it is. It was hiding. Oh, you got perspective too. You're getting a lot of some of the same cards here. Magic opportunity, perspective. Okay, perspective. The doors are opening for you. Your reality is shaped by how you see the world. A shift is in perspective creates new possibilities. Reframe the challenges as opportunities. So, right, the situation with the person, right? Change the perspective that it's a challenge. Look at it as an opportunity and be open to what is required, right? What are the necessary steps in order to move forward from whatever where it was? Maybe you be like, I don't know. Everyone has a different way of doing it. Maybe you got to be like, listen, I'm trying to make this work. If you're trying to end it, then I'm not going to come back. You just be more to the point. I'm not playing games with you. This is what I want. This is what I would like it to look like. I will ask you what you would like it to look like, but I'm not doing the pettiness or the immaturity. I want us to have an opportunity here. Do you want an opportunity or do you want to miss it? Because I'm going to go then and I'm going to focus elsewhere. I'd like to stay on you, but you're kind of pushing me away. I understand why you pushed me away, but and I want to hear you and feel what you feel, but I also want to move forward from this. Period. That's so funny because I'm looking at this card. Precision. Precision. Careful, calculated actions lead to the best results. Aim with clarity and intention. So if you have an intention and you want to be clear with someone, just be that way. Take focused action today and align each step with your ultimate goal. Discord or eternal struggle may be causing misalignment. Seek reconciliation and restore balance. You know, it's like we're trying to reconcile, not play games, not play hard to get. All right. That was a good one. All right. Do we have any Tauruses in the house? Sun, moon, rising, moon, Venus? Almost there, buddy. Almost there, buddy. Okay, could be dealing with an Aries or a Cancer here, or you could have that in your chart, or Scorpio, or water sign. All right. Taurus, thank you so much for the reading. Resonated with my story and gave me a lot of guidance. Good, I'm glad. All right, so we're going to finish. Thank you for your feedback. I love feedback. All right, so we are moving on with Taurus. Let's do it. Let's do it to it, Lars. Oh, I forgot what movie that's from. All right. Taurus, what's going in your favor? I love doing these readings. These kind of readings are my favorite because I'm all about just opening our minds and seeing the best possible course of action than just I like love readings too, but these kind of readings are my favorite. Actually, when I came back after taking a break cuz I moved, this was like the only kind of readings I'd want to do. I was like refusing on romance for a while actually when I first came back. I love doing them. All right, so you're very clear-minded at this time, and that is working in your favor, Taurus. Okay. Any doubts you have, it seems like no, I know I'm right, and I'm standing firm in that. And it's kind of like God or source energy is saying, yeah, you are, and that's because you've been kind of working with spirit or working with God, and so you're staying aligned with your highest dreams, and you are clearing your mind and kind of moving away from anything that's too overly stimulating or emotional at this time I'm hearing. I don't want it. So you're just keeping a mind that wants to feel freed from BS, honestly. So being here now, wanting to stay present, again, wanting to stay in the now, not looking previous at what was behind them. It's almost like you're turning your back from what was behind you. I don't wanna think about it, I don't wanna look at it, I just wanna be here now and enjoy the moment I have today. Because there's no guarantee till tomorrow, that's what I'm getting. No guarantee, so let's just stay where we are, and so you're trying to be more mindful or practice mindfulness at this time. It seems here like you have this structure, this routine that you're doing, and it's really helping you release any emotions of sadness or depression or maybe a feeling of low. Oh, your daughter is a toilet. Oh, toilet. A Taurus. This is my last reading. I'm so sorry. Your daughter is a Taurus. Okay, like nobody heard that. Nobody heard that. If I could edit, I would edit that moment, but it's not gonna be edited. All right, I'm so sorry. Going the distance. So you're moving out of a time of sadness. I do feel that here. It's like you're kind of in this in between world. Thank you, Marlene. You're yeah, you saw that. Nina, I have moments. Like sometimes I wish like I could replay all the moments I said something like I think last night. It was wow, so the person is not attracted to me and fix my garbage disposal. No, that's not what I said. My daughter is a toilet. No, it's not. I'm delirious, but clearly. Thank you, Marlene. You're so sweet. Thank you. So you're in between worlds, and it seems like you're moving forward from what that was by creating a routine or a structure. I actually think you might be working more on your body or your physical. Maybe you're taking more classes, like a yoga class or a Zumba class or Pilates class, or maybe you're just doing dumbbells or weights. I'm getting someone working on their body or something. Also, mindfulness could be a thing you're working on. 5 minutes of silence a day to build that kind of resistance or that type of clarity needed. You're starting to feel more nourished and feeling better about yourself, milk and honey. Something could have taken your confidence away. He's like, "Is it my turn?" No, it's Taurus's turn. Come here. I feel like you wanna feel good and you don't feel great right now, or you don't feel you wanna be happier, and so you have to boost that energy up. It's kinda giving like, "I wanna be happier than where I am, so I just wanna stay right now. I don't wanna focus too much on what ifs or where it could go." I can't believe I said that. There could be delays in what you wanted. It's like, "Well, I thought I'd be here now, and I thought I'd be where I wanted to be," and it just seems like you weren't where you in the past, you weren't where you wanted to be, and so you realize I need to stay more present because if not, I start to get a little bit more anxious or worried. And so, yeah, you're learning to trust that everything is going to work out in the way that it's meant to. And so, this is a student of life. This is kind of your card here. You're loyal, you're quiet, you're very dedicated. You're a very dedicated, faithful individual. And even when things don't work out, you keep your head up. And that's why you'll always get what you need in life, Taurus. Good night, Debbie. Because you always have that mindset. And with that kind of positivity, it really helps unlock potentials in your life. So try to stay present and not worry about what if and how and when because it doesn't matter. Like let's enjoy the fall and the winter without this tailspin of what is next. I don't know about you guys, but even when the new year comes, side note, but even when the new year comes, I never feel like that's the new year. I always feel like the new year is around March. I've always felt like that. Yes, another live, Jonathan. I come on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, but tomorrow night I won't be. I either will come on early or I'll have to do it on Thursday because I won't be able to come at the same time at 7:30 tomorrow. You might be tied to something like an addiction that you need to break, so that's why you may be working out or finding healthier routines or structures to get out of this toxic thing you were stuck in. Yeah. It really controlled your state of being and just feeling bound to this idea of what security looks like and what the foundation looks like. It's like you were bound to the idea of what it should look like instead of just living in the moment. And so now the focus is I'm just focusing on being happy day by day, right? Because that is going to get me to those outcomes. Not where is it? Where is it? It's reaffirming in my life like some sense of warmth into my life. Good times. I mean, I like the song, I just don't like the way it sounds. I really don't like the way that sounds. I don't know why. I need to get my vitality back. I feel good. I look good. I am good. I'm doing good. Like you're providing. I feel like when you ask things, you're only keeping a positive mindset. Yes, this is Taurus. We're almost done the reading, Jonathan. So that is what I see for you here is just uplifting yourself. Spend more time out in the sun. Maybe you're going to be spending a little bit more time outside. Maybe even walk a little bit more outside. That's kind of what it's giving here. But I honestly see you getting happier. I mean, that's really what's going in your favor is that sadness is leaving and you're focusing on more ways to make yourself happy and you're getting that joy. It's really simple, but very easy. Let me pull a card because we're ending it. Like fever. Okay, what's working out for Taurus here? You may be resisting your fate. You may be resisting your fate. Let go of control and trust that the universe is leading you where you need to be, not where you think you should be. All right. Focus on lack, maybe limiting your your man eh. Focusing on lack, maybe limiting your manifestation. Celebrate what is already. Intuition. Your inner knowing is a direct link to your manifestation. Listen to your deepest guidance. Follow your intuition today without overthinking. Let your instincts guide you. All right, so that is what I have for Taurus. Honestly, Taurus, your reading was very simple and to the point. Focus on the happiness, and the only thing that can be in your way is the idea that it's not looking like the way you need it to be or want it to be. Okay, and that is you're coming from lack, and when you come from lack, you're not receiving. You're just complaining. So, just being what's at the bottom. Hope. Find one thing to look forward to today and focus on what brings you light. Believe in better days, lift your spirit. Optimism fuels emotional resilience. That's a really good card, actually. That's a very beautiful card. Find one thing to look forward to today and focus on what brings you light. All right. So, those are my readings. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing a love reading out of request and because a lot of you guys love readings. So that is what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. If you are on TT, if you could go on to YT and let me know how it resonated for you, that would be great. Hi, Lucky. I'm not doing personals at this time. I'm really just focusing on the community and the all signs. So that's where my focus is right now. I don't really have the energy for the personals. So, thank you so much. Signs you could be dealing with is Aries, Leo, Capricorn, and that is what I see for you. So, thank you guys again. And the timestamps will be up pretty fast. So, bye guys. And if you are on YT, make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, and let me know how it resonates for you in your situation. It does mean a lot to me and really helps me. So, thank you. Bye.